Hello, friends. Welcome back to Vocab Builder. Emotions are powerful, but when they control you, they can cloud your judgment and steal your peace. Real strength is not in reacting. It's in responding with clarity and control. That's what mastering your emotions is all about. Today, I'm going to guide you through the steps to master your emotions so you can live with confidence, clarity, and courage. Because when you master your emotions, you master your life. Let's dive in. Emotions shape our lives. They influence every choice we make, how we speak, how we act, how we treat others, and how we treat ourselves. When they're in balance, they bring out the best in us. But when they're out of control, they can destroy relationships, damage careers, and shatter self-confidence. Mastering your emotions means creating space between what you feel and what you do. It means staying grounded when everything around you is shaking. But let's be clear, this is not about becoming cold or robotic. This is about becoming emotionally intelligent. It's about being the calm in the storm, the leader in the chaos, the peace in the pressure. Here's how you start mastering your emotions. 1. Become emotionally aware. Awareness is the beginning of all transformation. Most people are ruled by emotions they don't even recognize. They feel irritated, but they call it stress. They feel fear, but they call it logic. They feel envy, but they call it motivation. To master your emotions, you must first learn to name them. Start a habit of checking in with yourself throughout the day. What am I feeling right now? Where is it coming from? Is this emotion helping or hurting me? Self-awareness is your emotional compass. Without it, you're flying blind. 2. Accept your emotions without shame. One of the biggest mistakes people make is fighting their emotions, especially the uncomfortable ones. They pretend they're not angry. They act like they're not afraid. They stuff it down and smile through the pain. But whatever you resist persists. And whatever you suppress will eventually explode. Instead, accept what you feel. Sit with it. Let it rise without judgment. Only by allowing emotions can you begin to release and redirect them. Remember, feeling an emotion doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Mastering it makes you powerful. 3. Shift your state. Emotion is energy in motion. When you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or angry, shift your state. Move your body. Go for a walk. Do deep breathing. Play uplifting music. Journal your thoughts. The body and mind are connected. When you change your body's state, you change your emotional state. You're not stuck. You're just one decision away from a better feeling. 4. Reframe your perspective. Sometimes the way we interpret events triggers emotions more than the events themselves. Your boss gives you feedback. Do you see it as criticism or growth? You fail at something. Do you call yourself a loser or a learner? The story you tell yourself determines what you feel. Reframe the moment by asking, what else could this mean? How can this serve me? What's the lesson here? This mindset turns emotional pain into personal power. 5. Create emotional habits. You don't rise to the level of your potential. You fall to the level of your habits. That's true for emotions, too. Start building emotional rituals. Morning clarity. Set an intention for how you want to feel today. Gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Evening reflection. Ask what emotion ruled you today and why. Small, consistent habits rewire your emotional responses over time. Here's a truth most people never hear. You're not broken. You're just untrained. No one taught you how to master emotions, but now you're learning. And this skill, it changes everything. When you learn to stay calm under pressure, when you choose peace over panic, when you speak with compassion instead of anger, you don't just change your day, you change your life. Now it's your turn. Take one emotion you've been struggling with and apply what you've learned today. Write it down. Reflect on it. Own it. And begin to shift it. Because the journey to mastering your emotions begins with just one decision, the decision to take control. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for learning and improving English skills.